Okay, we're going. Hi guys, thanks for jumping on. Happy New Year! I am pumped for this new year. I literally, I just am so excited. It's almost, and I feel like a lot of our team kind of like in the month of December, I don't know about you guys, but everybody was kind of like just waiting for January 1st to come. It was like, okay, I'm done with December already. Let's move on. Let's go to the next month. Let's go to the new product. Sorry, I'm going to mute you guys. Background noise. Hold on just a second. There we go. And so I'm really, really excited to kind of go through this Zoom with you leaders and tell you kind of the ideas of what I'm going to be doing, jumping in tomorrow, and tell you just like the direction that I think, beginning of the year, beginning of the month, we'll all kind of focus on the same thing and, grow this month into Spotlight. Because as you guys know, we're getting 2 new products this month. We're having Spotlight. And for all those that have never been to Spotlight or never heard, really doesn't know really what to expect. So in the States, we have Lou on, and she's in Australia. But in the States, the month of January, we're going to do a Spotlight 18, nationwide. And it's going to be in all kinds of different cities. What the idea that Miriam's going to now, and this has definitely gone in different directions in the 4 years that I've been in the business. But what they're doing now is we're going to have a Spotlight 18 to divide up half the year, and then a conference for the other half. So instead, like at the beginning, when I first started, it was 2 conferences. And that was awesome, super fun, but it's a lot. It's a lot to ask our brand partners. It's a lot to ask a lot of people to be away from their families and traveling and expenses and, all of that stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do conference in the summer, and we're going to do Spotlight towards this beginning of the year. It's a huge thing, just like conferences. And I hope you guys are treating it like that, like trying to drive it to your teams, because this will set them up for excitement for the beginning of the year. There's only so much that we can do as leaders to emphasize how exciting this year is and blah, 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 blah. But for them to hear from amazing leaders on stage, to feel the excitement, to have the other team members and brand partners and all of that camaraderie come together, it is like a little mini conference. And in some cities, we are doing like Friday night, a little event, and then Saturday, it's an all-day thing. And then even Saturday night, there's a little event. So if you and your team are traveling hours to get there, it wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of maybe, go through the process of, this is a little mini convention. Let's do this together. Let's get a hotel, all 4 of us, and cram rooms, cram people in rooms, and, that whole kind of same feel, because it will, and if they can't do it Friday and Saturday night, obviously just get them there Saturday. Like the biggest thing is like, let's just get them there Saturday, fill the room, fill the energy, and let the tools do the talking, because those tools and those people are going to share that for them and for you. Obviously, if they are excited, then that helps your business, helps everybody's business, and it's a win-win for everybody. So what I'm going to be doing personally to get people to Spotlight is I'm going to be picking up the phone and I'm calling people. I don't know if you guys have any other idea. People have done video little recordings and sent it in Facebook Messenger to kind of show them the excitement. Some people have just left voicemails. Some people have, rallied and actually set up a Zoom meeting. And this is something that you can definitely do at your level of getting your whole team on a Zoom and sharing the importance of trying to get them to the Spotlight. Anything that we have 2 weeks. And I'm not sure. Ours is here January 13th, and everybody's is the same day. So you guys, we have 2 weeks to get this really to our teams and get as many people as we can, just like we do for conference. But it's local, so it's so much easier. It's not like we have to jump on a plane and go to Vegas. it is so much easier for people to get there. And maybe even think about doing a contest. Like, let's, I don't even know. That's just something I just randomly thought of. But just getting as many people there, definitely the importance of that. I'm going to be calling through my team and my leaders. Another thing that I plan to do myself this week, and this is something that, we definitely, everything that I do, I try to drive to my leaders. Same thing with you guys. Everything that you do, you try to drive through your team, because those ideas, you guys got to where you are for a reason. You have awesome ideas, and share them with your team, because that's only going to help them, which is going to help you in return. So what I do every, this is the beginning of the week, I'm going to completely lay out my year for what I want. What I want for my family, what I want for me. I'm going to do, I do kind of different categories of faith and fitness, and, my vacations that I want to do with my family, the goals that I want to reach with my company. You can, with Miriam, you can go into different even months of what you want to see happen within Miriam. I've seen that. You can do a dream board. You can do a dream board party with your team if they're local. This is the beginning of the year, and I hope you guys feel it yourself. It is the start of a new beginning, and take that excitement and take it to your team. Don't let that be lost. And just not do anything with it, because everybody has that feeling, and this could be the start for a lot of new people. Personally, what I will be doing tomorrow is I will be sending out an email to my whole team, and letting them know that, this is the new year. We have a lot of things to focus on. I will be mentioning Spotlight. I will be mentioning, Miriam University tomorrow night is going to have a dream board special kind of thing that, even if they're by themselves in a market, they can still do a dream board like thing. I do it with my family. If they have kids, they can do a dream board little party with their family. So it doesn't have to be with a team or anything like that, but just kind of taking that beginning and excitement and kind of sharing it with people and getting people excited. The biggest thing that can definitely happen that I've seen over and over and over, especially with the purging of BPs, is that people believed in Miriam at one time. They might have gotten busy. They might have had life happen. They might have been purged out of the system in 6 months. They might want to restart. So that's something also that might be a good idea for you guys individually, to maybe not call these people, but send out, if you know people that used to be in this business that aren't in this business anymore, maybe reach out to them and say, hey, this is a new year, new time. I know you guys used to do this business, whatever. Just an idea that I'm going to be doing. So something that I want to do is I want to personally write down a list of people that are 2 feet in the boat. And I want to run with those people. With the new year, maybe people got lax towards the 4th quarter of the year and people kind of just, took it easy. Well, again, with the new year, you're going to have people that are going to want to now be 2 feet in. And getting those, this could also be in a mass email that you send out. And I can't do that personally in my mass email, like, hey, who's 2 feet in the boat? I would get tons of people. But you guys individually can do that. You can say, hey, I want to have a dream board party. I want to, for people that are really wanting to do something in this business this year, let's collectively do this together. People like to work together. People like teams. That's a lot of the reason why people join this business, is because of our team and fun aspect. So bring that back into it, and write those people down. And the biggest thing that can be really, really difficult, and it can help with success. And it's funny because it's just like a weight loss program. Like, if anybody's done Weight Watchers, the 2 biggest things are accountability and tracking. So same thing, tracking what you eat And holding yourself accountable and getting on that scale is the exact same thing in this business. We are going to track our activities, and we're going to hold each other accountable by turning in those trackers. And it's not at the beginning when I was first doing this, I felt so bad asking my team, like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm like your mother, or I feel like I'm your teacher. I feel like, like I'm your boss. I don't want to feel that way. And I don't now at all, because now I do know that it's just something mentally about accountability of saying, okay, if I don't get this done, I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to turn this in, and I'm going to, on Friday, have no names, and I'm going to contact 20 people. It's holding yourself accountable. So that's something that you could also do with your team at the beginning of the year, those kind of things. I think that's it. I kind of rambled a lot, but I had so many ideas that I plan to do tomorrow. And I definitely wanted to, take those to you guys, let you know just in general, the importance of Spotlight, the importance of dream building at the beginning of the year. And with your 2 feet in the boat, you guys can always start, you could even have a Zoom in regards to 2 feet in the boat and say, hey, who has Class A prospects? How many parties are we going to have on the books this month? I mean, those are things that at the beginning of the month, you can start tracking. You can start game planning with your team and saying, okay, how do we, you want to get to senior brand partner this month. Okay, how are we going to do that? How many samples do you want to get out a week? How many samples or how many parties can you have? Those kind of things. And just kind of with those 2 feet in the boat, taking it to that next level and doing game plans with them. But making sure that if you are at a level where you have other people below you that can do it, definitely, coaching them to that next level and you not doing it all. Because that is something that I've also seen in this business is like, there's one person doing, 50 game plans. And it's just unrealistic. It will burn you guys out so fast. And, you need to start training your leaders to do those things. So if those are like, everybody's business is different. So if those are different, if you have that situation in yours, then keep that in mind. But, okay, so now I want to open it up, see if you guys have any questions or thoughts in regards to this year with Spotlight. If you guys have any ideas that you're doing this year, I would love to know maybe something different that we can share with our teams. I feel like I'm missing something. Anything? Are you guys excited for this new year?
One thing I'm doing that I was prompted by Paige to do this over a year ago was you got to understand people all communicate in different ways. Some people get on Facebook a lot. Some people aren't on Facebook hardly at all. These are our brand partners. Some people they get on emails. Some people don't get on emails ever. So you got to learn there's different ways. So what I started about a year ago is I send out a weekly newsletter to my brand partners. And I sent one just today. And it was about goal setting, and it was the whole message from Jeff Olson on how you set goals, why set goals, and all that. I usually do one in the middle of the month, and then I do one toward the end of the month. I used to do it every Sunday. It sort of got redundant, so I didn't. But I steal a lot of stuff or borrow a lot of stuff from posts on Facebook and do a whole newsletter. Or I do Motivational Monday. I follow Motivational Monday, Dale Thomas Smith, and I'll put her stuff out there. I give her full credit for it because she does a great job. But we just got to understand not everybody hangs on Facebook like we think they do. If you really go back and look at all your brand partners and how much they're really looking at what you're saying on Facebook, I know all of us have groups and all that stuff. They aren't doing as much as we think. So I figure, well, maybe I'll get some people to read the email and I'll get some people to, get on Facebook, and then I'm going to make calls this week. Some people would rather have things text to them. Some people want to be called on the phone. So that's just something I'm doing on the newsletters, and I've had a lot of good remarks on it. So I've had a lot of people say thank you and actually send me an email and say thank you, which is very unusual. So just thought I'd share that.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, yours was really, really good. I might just steal it and copy and paste it and put it in Masters too.
Yeah, I do that. Sometimes I'll actually write it, then I go and copy and paste it and put it in my group that's under masters.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I just know that everybody doesn't look at everything like there's lots of ways to communicate. Just find different ways to keep putting the same message out there.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Any other?
Hey, were you thinking about doing any kind of, I call it the robocall, out to all brand partners and sort of say, hey, Spotlight's coming up. I know Jennifer and Nate Givens sent a whole email out to everybody last week and said everybody get registered for Louisville. Are you going to do anything like that, or should we try to do that? Or
It's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about it. I mean, what she's talking about is just pretty much a automated voicemail message that I pay a service and it kind of goes out to people, and even doesn't ring through. It just actually just like dings them that they have a voicemail from me, and it comes from my personal cell phone. And it just kind of, it'll be just kind of like a flash of, hey guys, happy new year. It's not a bad idea actually. And then just saying, find a local spotlight, blah, blah, blah. Those little things, like you said, Mom, those little things of every different way of communicating definitely helps. I mean, it's repetitiveness. And if they were just thinking about it and then they get an email, then they get a voicemail, then they see it on Facebook, and then they're starting to think about it and pique their interest more and more and more. And like I said, it's not like they have to buy a plane ticket. It's just a couple hours drive for a lot of people, if anything. I mean, a lot of it's just in the same city. So, yeah, I definitely think I can do that. And then, if all the leaders then drive it by calling and doing personal phone calls of like getting people there, I think that would just be another hand in it and reassurance for people to kind of keep thinking about it if they are undecided,
Yep.
And make a goal with yourself. I do this every single conference. I make a goal with myself with how many people I want to get there. And that's just something that you can do. And then the people that, even with conference, and you guys know this, I always do little incentives for people that are going to conference. And, especially this is just an idea, but leading up to conference, we always do different incentives to kind of help out, because we know, but that's usually because conferences during the week and we know there's going to be a lot of activity that isn't happening while people are sitting at conference. So I'll do different incentives for like Miriam apparel, and then I'll do, we always have a team dinner, so I'll do like a free ticket for a team dinner, blah, blah, blah. But that's just something fun you could even think about too. Like for the people that are going, $20 gas cards, or I don't know. I mean, these are just things I'm throwing out there. Just, if you want to do them with your team. I'm not saying spend money by any means, but just little fun things to do. That kind of help definitely put a personal touch on you and your business, So anything else? If not, I just want to wish you guys a happy new year. And, this is the beginning of a really, really big year. I don't even know what's going on with the trip situation. We might have another one for October that, who knows if we'll launch something in January for a new trip. But, Shallon, a lot of leaders, even in our NMD threads, are very excited, and they're very much and they know a lot more than we do, but they seem very excited about the new products, very excited about the things that are going to be announced at Spotlight. So we do have another wave of momentum that you can take and run with it, and especially with the new year, it's kind of just little things that are kind of given to you, and you either take them and run or not. Stacey, you're going to say something?
I was going to ask, when you were talking about the 2 feet in the boat thing, are we doing like a team-wide tracker, like 90-day tracker coming up?
That's a good question. Usually we do. Usually the company will do just like a 90-day run. And that might be something they mention on Nearium University. But no, I haven't heard of anything corporate-wide in regards to the trackers. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask about that actually.
I don't think they'd break that loose at Spotlight. I think it'd be before then, but you don't know.
You would think kind of leading up to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I got a text that said it was a special Nearium University. So,
yeah, and I didn't get on. So I don't know if it was just goal setting or what all it was.
So I'll fill you in if I find out. I'll ask on the NMD thread.
Okay.
Anything else? No? Okay, ladies. Well, have a good night. Happy New Year. And we will talk soon. Bye.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye, guys.